Who was Vlad the Impaler? To history, he's remembered as a monster. To his enemies, a nightmare. To his supporters, a ruler who kept order through fear. Vlad III was born in 1431 into a world defined by violence. His father ruled Wallachia, a small principality trapped between powerful forces, most notably the Ottoman Empire. As a child, Vlad and his younger brother were sent to the Ottoman court as hostages. It was meant to guarantee his father's loyalty. Instead, it taught Vlad how power truly worked. He witnessed executions, punishments designed to intimidate, authority enforced through terror. When his father was murdered and his older brother buried alive by rival nobles, Vlad learned another lesson. Mercy did not protect rulers. Vlad would spend years fighting to claim the throne of Wallachia. He lost it. He regained it. And when he finally secured power in 1456, he ruled with one goal above all others: control. Vlad believed disorder was the greatest enemy of the state, and fear was the fastest cure. He ruled publicly, violently, deliberately. Impaling was not random cruelty. It was policy. Enemies were not simply killed. They were displayed. Along roads, outside cities, at borders. The punishment was meant to be unforgettable. Fear became infrastructure. Political rivals were among the first targets. In 1459, Vlad summoned dozens of Wallachian boyars to a feast near Târgoviște. Many of these nobles had taken part in the overthrow of his father years earlier. One of them was Albu cel Mare, a powerful boyar, likely in his 50s, who had shifted loyalty between rival rulers. Vlad had him executed as a symbol that betrayal would no longer be negotiated. Other nobles at the feast were spared immediate execution, but sentenced to forced labor. Men in their 40s and 50s, members of the old elite, were marched to rebuild the fortress at Ponari. Most did not survive the work. The purpose was not efficiency. It was erasure of the old power structure. Another political victim was Hamza Pasha, an Ottoman governor captured in 1462 during the conflict with the Ottomans. Hamza, a senior military official, was impaled publicly. The act was meant to send a message beyond Wallachia's borders. Foreign authority would be answered with terror. Fear did not stop with politics. Civilians were punished when Vlad believed order itself was threatened. One contemporary account describes a woman in her 20s whose husband had stolen from the state treasury. Vlad ordered her punished alongside him, declaring that disorder within a household weakened the state as surely as theft. The case was meant to warn that responsibility did not end with the individual. In another recorded incident, villagers accused of sheltering thieves were punished collectively. Some were executed. Others were dispossessed. The goal was not justice in the modern sense. It was deterrence through fear. Merchants were targeted as well. In 1459, Saxon merchants from Brasov were accused of price manipulation and smuggling. Several were executed, their goods seized. Vlad believed economic corruption undermined authority just as deeply as armed rebellion. A famous story from this period tells of a golden cup placed beside a public well in Târgoviște. Anyone could drink from it. No one dared steal it, not because of guards, but because everyone understood the consequence. The most famous episode came during the Ottoman advance into Wallachia. When Sultan Mehmed II marched his army toward Vlad's territory, he expected battle. Instead, he encountered fields lined with thousands of impaled bodies, soldiers, prisoners, civilians. The goal was not victory through force, it was victory through terror. Ottoman accounts describe hardened soldiers refusing to advance. The psychological impact was devastating. For a time, it worked. Crime reportedly vanished. Order existed, but it was the order of silence. Fear creates obedience, but it also creates enemies. Vlad's brutality isolated him politically. Nobles turned against him. Allies withdrew support. Foreign powers saw him as unstable. In 1462, he was captured and imprisoned by the Hungarian king, Matthäus Corvinus. Wallachia fell into instability once again. Years later, Vlad briefly returned to power, but his rule was fragile, short-lived. In late 1476, Vlad was killed in battle or assassinated. Accounts differ. His head was reportedly sent to Constantinople as proof of his death. Wallachia did not become safer. It became weaker. Centuries later, Vlad's story would be transformed into myth. A vampire, a monster, a legend detached from reality. But the truth is more disturbing. Vlad ruled through fear because fear worked, temporarily. It created obedience. It created order. But it also destroyed trust. And when fear is the only foundation, collapse is inevitable. Vlad the Impaler forces an unsettling question. If brutality creates stability, even briefly, is it justified? And when fear succeeds, what does that say about the society that accepts it? History remembers Vlad as a monster. But monsters rarely rule alone. They rule with permission, spoken or silent. And that may be the most disturbing part of his story.